All right, since we're all here, I want to go over a rule that I was reminded of from the Ironsworn Discord group, because I asked a question about XP, because I think I mentioned to you that we had, in our other game, it was taking us forever to advance. All right, since we're all here, I want to go over a rule that I was reminded of. Lord almighty. It's called... The name of the rule, it's from Ironsworn Delve, and it's called Learn from My Mistakes. I did send you the book. Hold on, let me send Gretchen this book here.
Didn't. Wait, where'd you send it?
Hold on, I should have sent it there.
To your snail mail account.
Copy link.
It's fine, I'll go find it on Discord.
Oh, I don't know why it's... There you go. I gotcha.
Jesus Christ, Rob. You and technology.
Hey, I'm not the one who needs... I came prepared. The music
I
is
have
playing,
to work.
Everybody can hear
well,
it.
you get to sit there and play, mister.
The music, everybody can hear the music. That's all I'm saying. All right, so there's a... Let me start over. I was reminded of a rule that helps with XP in a way that I think makes the game a little bit more fun, because it lets you go in whatever crazy directions the game takes you, rather than necessarily just having to stay uber focused on quests to gain XP. And that's learning from your mistakes. It's a mechanic where every single time you roll a miss, you get a hatch mark in the Learn from My Mistakes progress bar, I guess you might say. So it's like you kind of set it up like a vow, and you can put it up as progress. So every 4 hatch marks, that'll fill in 1 box, and after you get 6 boxes filled, you can attempt to roll to learn from your mistakes, and you get XP for it.
Well,
So
no wonder you as a person are so low on XP.
I know, I don't learn from my mistakes. I didn't have this mechanic until this week. How was I supposed to learn from any of my life's mistakes?
Yeah.
No, but so this is a mechanic I think we should all do. I'm going to get my friend Nick, who I play the other game with, to add it to our sheets, but I haven't done so yet. So I just put it on my sheet in the vows, my own personal vows, underneath my background vow. And I'll just track it there until we can all get our sheets updated.
And it's 4 marks to fill up a box?
It is, yeah. So you're only getting 1 per miss, but I mean, you could get a couple of every single... Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yes.
And is this on the character sheet?
It's not.
Okay.
You have to write it in on the vow yourself.
Okay.
So we're going to do that now, and we know, if I didn't realize it before we played last session, but I think we should do that now if everybody's in agreement with that. So I guess let's get started here. Now I did put up a little summary in our Discord group, but just really quickly, we'll just start from where we left off, which was
pulling Roach out of the caustic water.
That's right. Let me rename myself here. And actually, Shiitake had led us through down the mountain perfectly to this like kind of oasis area where everybody normally stopped. But what she did not know was that it had been poisoned, essentially. And yes, after stripping down, Roach jumped into the water and came out screaming, covered in chemical burns. And we gained nothing from our making camp. So that's where we'll...
Roach gained an interesting skin pattern.
Did I try to did I apply any medication to him?
We didn't do that yet, no.
Okay. I want to try to heal him. I'm going to use my herbalist.
Excellent.
So let's see. To the heal using herbal remedies, and you have at least +1 supply, which I think we do. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, so
Yeah, I have 2 wounds right now from that.
Yeah, I've got 2 wounds from not that.
That's right. We all got it. That's why we were resting, because
Yeah.
I think Shiitake had taken some stress.
I believe. Let's see.
And so Dollywood's the only one who's
Yeah, I'm at 3 spirit, so I think
yeah.
Well, Dollywood was busy, proselytizing about the Lady of Radiance. So
The fire's protector, apparently.
Right. Yeah.
All right, let me get.
I'm trying to find heal on my.
It's under adventure moves.
There
Oh.
it is. Okay,
Yeah.
1 plus wits. Oh, good. I have a lot of wits. Nope. No. Okay. So we do have at least 1 supply. So I am going to. How much health has Roach lost?
2.
Okay. So I'm going to add.
I think it's also just thematically, like he's literally covered in burns coming out of this, like,
Yeah. So all right. So I'm going to add 2 onto my roll.
So I like imagine he's like fallen to the ground. And he's like in such pain. He's like rolling on the ground and like sticks and dirt, and it's like sticking into his like wounds.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell Karl. It's like hold him steady. Let me mix up something here. So I take out a little like mortar and pestle drop some like mushrooms and some herbs in it and start mashing it up.
I pounce on Roach and grab him by both wrists and bear hug him around the top parts, which I'm figuring is probably a little bit less burnt.
Okay. Well, I didn't roll particularly well, but it's okay because the challenge dice were really low. Oh, and I got the extra +2. Oh, okay. So actually I made it pretty good. So I got a strong hit.
Awesome. Oh, what is the effects of that?
So care is helpful. If you have the wounded condition, you can clear it. Then give up to +2 health.
Oh my gosh. All right, so Roach stops screaming.
So I kind of apply this salve over. It smells terrible, by the way. But actually, on Roach, that might be an improvement. So
I know we've been in the chemicals of
the all over Roach.
lofty hole, which is
like
the best
this
name
may
for
smell a little bit, but it should heal the skin pretty quickly. At least dull.
So yeah, so like once he's got like this tear strain, like stains coming down his face, but like once he stops being like in just agony, like you see he just looks really, really angry, and he starts like dressing himself, and he's like kind of like looking at all of you, like daring any of you to come near him to offer him any sort of like succor or friendship or comfort in any way. Like in fact, he has like a knife, that like he's just holding it in his hands, like daring anybody to come near him.
Dollywood doesn't come near him, but she definitely clears her throat. Well, if you had already committed yourself to the Lady of Radiance, perhaps you would not have had such bad luck with your cleansing of your body and your soul.
My.
I'm here. I will one day convert you to the wonders and the beauty of the Lady of Radiance.
Shiitake's putting her stuff away back in her satchel and just kind of rolls her eyes. It's like, I didn't see the Lady of Radiance performing any healing.
Mushroom Fairy, could you put my blood back in my body? Please.
Wait, what happened to you?
A sharp, pointy thing went into a soft, squishy part.
Oh, did we not take care of that?
No.
All right, come here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He just sort of belly flops in front of you so that he can give you his back.
How much damage or health? You're down 2? Okay. All right, so I'm going to do the, since we've got the 1 supply, I'm going to take the +2 on this roll.
Yay!
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, hold on a sec.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
Okay, it's a weak hit. So you still heal with 2 health, but we suffer -1 supply or -1 momentum, or I suffer -1 momentum.
Let's take a supply. I mean,
yeah,
it makes sense. You're literally using supplies.
Yeah,
and we have sense. 5 already. We have 5, so like,
yeah,
that makes sense.
So I had to she starts kind of applying the salve and kind of looks at it. It's like, this is a little deeper than I thought. Hold on a second. So I dig in and I actually pull out some it's what looks to be some kind of thread that may be a dried worm of some kind. And I use that as stitching to kind of cinch up your wound.
Oh, I whimper in a manfully stoic fashion.
Now try not to pull this if you can, okay? But it should hold and it'll dissolve by itself.
Thank you, Mushroom Fairy.
Did anyone else manage to hurt themselves?
No, for I am protected by the Lady of Radiance and her divine fires.
Yeah, and Roach Roach puts, he has like a sack that aside that he like puts Grims into, so that way you can't even like examine whether or not he's been injured.
How do you heal stress?
That's a good question.
Because we should put Mushroom Fairy back together too.
That's a good point. How do you heal stress? It might only be resting. It might be resting.
Under stress.
Do you mean spirit?
Spirit, yeah.
Spirit, yeah.
So okay. Stress, though, is spirit, yeah. So it's kind of a little confusing to me, but...
Gotcha.
Yeah. How do we heal the inner ouchie?
So, what time of day is it?
I mean, I was thinking we were like at the end of a day. I mean, maybe we can stay here overnight and we just don't roll for it or whatever. Like, this was our unsuccessful camping. Because it was like nighttime, right? Like, we were like, I feel like it was, right?
Because it took us all day to get down here.
Yeah, I felt it was towards the evening. So
yeah,
hopefully the dam doesn't break too.
Why you gotta go say things like that out loud?
No, it's a reference to Spidey and his amazing friends, because it's all we watch now.
Oh dear. But still, why you gotta say things like that?
All of our parents out there listening understand. Hey, I'd take Spidey and his amazing friends over Blippi any day.
I'm so lucky that I don't know these things.
So I'm gonna go while we're kind of making camp. I want to go try to like forage around for some more herbs and stuff.
Cool.
So I'm gonna try to. Can I resupply now?
You can.
Can I do that here? All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go forage around and see what I can find. Oh, that's awesome. I bolster our resources and take 2 supply.
So, nice.
Very nice.
Well, we're full then. We can't get more than 5.
Can't get more than 5. So, all right. Well, I find some nice, some interesting looking flowers that I recognize that I could use in some kind of salve, and some other little like fungal growth that's growing underneath down in like amidst the roots of the tree. So I pluck kind of that and stick that in my satchel, and then come on back to the group and see that I'm gonna guess no one has started a fire yet.
No. Well, I don't know. Would I mean Karl? Maybe, I don't know.
He would definitely have
Dollywood is
gathered.
literally a fire
Yeah.
priestess.
Yeah, I mean, Karl would definitely be gathering all the wood. So much wood. Like,
Way
he
too
would have
much
to be
wood.
told to stop gathering wood. It's almost like he's fetching wood.
Well,
Yes.
when Karl kind of presented himself to be healed, he did remind Dolly of a dog.
I'm kind of playing him like a Labrador.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, really friendly and not too bright.
Dumb and cuddly. Got it.
Yeah.
That's every Labrador ever.
Yeah. Except
All right,
those
so
with
I want
labs.
to. Roach kind of sees Karl gathering wood, and I guess I don't know what Dollywood's doing. He doesn't really care. Shiitake's gone, so that's all the better. Roach goes and kind of takes some time to himself, and he scouts around. Like, I assume we're probably like 2/3 of the way down the mountain or something like that. Maybe, does that sound about right?
Sure.
Everybody feel good about that? So we still have a little more mountain, but we're like getting closer to that valley. I think that, so he's kind of like trying to get on some higher ground, climb up some bigger boulders, like climb up some trees, and kind of get a sense of where they are as the sun is setting, and using that last little bit of light and looking around through all the fog and everything like that. So I'm gonna try to gather information on the area and see if I can maybe help us a little bit.
Yay. Helping.
Yeah, well, this is a plus wits, and I have 1 wits. So this isn't really my specialty. Oh, but that is a 6 on the die, and that is a strong hits.
Yay.
All right. So I get +2 momentum,
Yay.
and I have to envision what I learned. Guys, let's workshop this one. Like, what would I see down in the valley? Like, what are we heading towards?
So we were going to the to see where the smoke was coming from, right?
Yeah.
So could be we see or you see. Well, we knew they were from like holes, right? Or some kind of like cave-in
Vents, yeah.
vents. Maybe you see something moving in one of the vents.
Ooh.
Nice.
Could it
Yeah,
be
like
one
maybe-
of those,
Go ahead, Gretchen.
like one of those mutated animals with the kind of, we had talked about like nanobites, right? Nanotechnology, maybe? Maybe they're fiery glowworms, but they're giant, like tremors.
Oh, I like that.
Best
Maybe
movies
like
ever.
maybe they are, and they're
Graboids?
about, but
Graboids.
it's not entirely certain if they're a danger or if they're. I mean, they might not even be predatorial.
Right.
Like, just see them kind of like hovering over like the fog, just like kind of see them appearing here and there, but they're not like, maybe they don't see me, or maybe they're
going about their worm business.
Yeah, but we don't know. Like, it's ambiguous. I like the ambiguity of it. Like,
I like it.
Yeah. Okay. Roach would come back to the camp and go to Karl. Hey, check over here. There's some wood I found. You need you to pick it up.
Excellent. More wood. And I
And-
come bounding over.
Yeah, Roach leads Karl to where he spotted he probably tries to get Karl to be quiet on several occasions, and then just gives up because Karl cannot be quiet.
Oh, hell no.
So Roach leads Karl to like this kind of boulder that, I mean, at this point, like, I feel like the sun is almost like down, and there's just like the barest haze.
Yeah.
And
It's kind of
says-
hard to see the wood.
Yeah, he says, I'm not here to show you the wood. I'm here to show you something else. Come here.
You said there was going to be wood.
This is better. And I point out into the mist.
But wood makes fire, and I don't like the dark.
And there's like, like one of this, you just see like the back of this creature like kind of come through. And if you want to add some more to the narrative too.
So the thing glows. We established it glows.
Yeah.
I'd say that it leaves a slightly phosphorescent slug trail.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like it. Do we want to name them? Like, well, because we would just probably call them something right now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Those shouldn't be that big.
No, but look, they're not coming after us.
And we could stick with glowworm.
Glowworms? Okay.
I mean, it's not like
What do you think, Ben?
Glowies? Glowoids?
I like glowies. I kind of like glowies.
I like glowies.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a very post-apocalyptic kind of monster name. Glowies.
Yeah, it is. I like it.
All right. I should make some. I haven't been keeping any notes.
Notes.
What are those?
Just the major things, so I don't forget.
Yeah.
Like names and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking those notes, Rob.
How far away is the closest one from us?
I'd say that they're like down. Like we couldn't get to them.
Oh, okay.
Like they're down in the valley. I say.
Yeah. Gotcha. Huh. I wonder how long the trail thing lasts, because we could rub sticks in that and maybe have lights.
Ooh.
Every now and like Roach looks at Karl.
Or you can roll around in it, and then you can follow you into the cave.
Whoa.
Stop giving him ideas. You don't know him like I do.
And it would never be dark.
Let's start a fire and get some rest.
Yeah.
So I would say this. I don't know. I think it was Shiitake who led us down the mountain, but I'll mention this to you, Ben, too. You might want to consider this as, or anybody can help secure an advantage for Shiitake in leading us down the mountain. That's what I was kind of, I was searching out, but somebody could. And Dollywood, can't you pray and add an advantage as well? Like do stuff.
I'm sure she can pray.
I think you get some sort of advantage though if you pray.
Yeah, when you say your daily prayers, you may secure an advantage by asking your god to grant a blessing. If you do, roll plus your god's stat on a hit, take 2 momentum. How do I know what my god's stat is?
You pick it, I think, based on what your god is.
Okay.
I think. I could be wrong. I've slept since then.
Oh yeah, you choose whatever stat it is.
Yeah, I'm going to start using some of the extra wood to basically arrange not arrange rabbits. To arrange pointy sticks around the edge of the camp.
Berm.
Yeah.
I like
pointy sticks.
All right, so are we going to try to make camp again?
No, we can't.
We can't.
This area is considered to be like befouled.
Yeah, no, I'm just securing an advantage for not dying tonight, I'm hoping. 6. Yeah, okay, I've forgotten how to do this. I'm supposed to get under the D10s.
Well, we don't have to roll anything for tonight. So you don't have to secure an advantage unless
we already fucked that up.
Yeah, it's already that we've already faced the consequences. We're gonna we can essentially fast forward to the next day. And nothing's gonna happen. Because I mean, we've already been burned and we saw glowworms and we've defined that. So actually, why don't we say, I mean, you guys okay? Maybe we'll just, if anybody wants to narrate something, but Roach definitely sleeps slightly apart from the group. And he sleeps with his back. And then maybe in the middle of the night, you might notice that, there's a soft sobbing.
Aw.
coming from Roach.
Karl gives Roach his space, but arranges to have himself between Roach and like the wider forested area. Basically, he's a distance big spoon.
All right. Well, so unless anybody else wants to do anything, we can say it's next morning. And again, if anybody wanted to, Shiitake, are you the one who's kind of guiding us? I'm going to assume you're continuing to guide us since you guided us this far.
Yeah, I'll try to lead us down the rest of the way. So wait, is that undertake? No, that's not undertake a journey because that's a. Is that right?
I think so. When you're traveling across hazardous or unfamiliar
hazardous
lands.
thinking. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I believe it's a plus wits too.
It
which
is
why you should always lead us. Basically, because you're the smart one. Although I don't know, is Dollywood pretty smart? Dollywood has a 2.
Yeah, Dollywood is. I mean, what is that? Wits?
You got a 2 wits, right?
I got a 3 in wits.
Oh, nice.
Oh. So
Yeah, both of y'all are clever critters.
And we're idiots.
Oh, yeah.
Karl
Total.
and Roach.
But
All
you
right.
got a lot of heart.
I'm plus 5 to hit from surprise with a knife.
Woo!
All right. Let's see what we can do here.
Believe in you!
Ooh, that was a really good roll.
Yay!
Oh, nice.
So it was definitely a strong hit.
Yay!
Okay, so we made good use of our resources and marked progress. How dangerous was the journey, did we say?
I think we only did troublesome, if I'm not
think
mistaken.
troublesome. Yeah.
Okay, so we made 3 progress towards the waypoint.
Yay!
Let me see. Does anybody have the shared vows up in front of them? Progress checks. I got it. I'm getting there now. Okay, so actually we're 6 progress now towards that.
All right. So let's see.
You know what? Real quick, I just want to throw this out here. I'm just looking at our shared vows to discover what's happening with the steaming vents in the valley. I'd like to argue that that my gather information and seeing the glowies, I think we make some progress towards that. I don't know if they're related, but maybe they're out because the gases are up on the surface, or maybe it's some other reason. But I think we should tie that in.
I like it.
And put our progress bar on our vow. Does everybody feel okay about that?
Sure.
Yeah.
And our vow, just to remind you all, is to discover what is happening with the steaming vents in the valley. So not even solve the problem, just discover what's going on.
Yeah.
And we said that's dangerous, right?
Troublesome. So it's only troublesome.
Troublesome.
Yeah, so we get to make mark 3 progress.
Yay.
That's like 3 marks in the boxes or 3 boxes?
It's 3 full boxes, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
troublesome's fairly easy. Which is sort of
It's the
ironic in
easiest.
its
So what do we see then, Shiitake?
So we've gotten to the next waypoint. So we get down closer to the valley floor, or the valley floor, and it's very humid down here, which is very unusual for this time of year. Very hot and humid. So the air is like kind of almost steamy. We come down. It's like you're walking through it's like you're walking into a bathroom where the shower has just been running.
So just like living in Savannah in Florida.
Yeah. Savannah in August.
oh
So
dear.
yeah, so we come to I guess
We
Kind
could
of
roll. We could roll. You want to do a random feature?
yeah, let's roll and see what happens. Roll and see what we find.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, well, there's a location descriptor. So you want to roll a D100?
All right, hold on. 11.
The descriptor term is diverse.
Okay.
And if we don't like that, they say you can move up or down one. If we don't like that, we can do broken or rough.
Okay, so we come into a kind of a clearing that is within about maybe like 100 yards of what looks to be one of the smaller of the vents. It's kind of like over on the other side of the clearing, and the vegetation in the clearing is like almost like psychedelic looking, where it's all of these bizarre looking plants are growing that are these vibrant colors. There's even like some kind of like stunted trees that look like they've sort of sprouted up. And it's just a very, and it seems like it gets that type of kind of like riotous vegetation becomes more extreme the closer we get to the vent.
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah.
And there's a clearing between us and the vent, so we have to like cross an open space.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. We can't see any of the glowies, but every so often, like maybe every 20 to 40 seconds, the ground kind of trembles a little bit. And we hear like this grating sound in the somewhere in the mist beyond us, because like at the other end of the clearing where kind of the trees start up again, there's like a fog from like kind of the mist coming up from the vents, and it sounds like a road grader, so like a plow being dragged across.
My God. All right, I want to add one thing if you guys are okay with this. Because I'm kind of imagining that this is like maybe afternoon. It's not like night. It's like still the afternoon, and it's a weird haze. Because I like there being a little bit of light. And maybe depending on where you're standing, and if you kind of move and like takes a little bit of steps, you can see like this crisscrossing pattern of reflected light off of, like when you look at a particular angle of where there are these like slimy trails, the luminous trails, like, and you can see them like once you start to like move around a little bit, you can see that they're everywhere.
Nice.
Like all across the field, you can see them but you can't just see them while you're standing in one spot. You have to like kind of move around so the light bounce off of it.
Nice. I grabbed me a stick and I start bobbing and weaving to find some of these trails, and then I start rubbing my stick into the trail. Because there's nothing to poke with my stick.
I mean,
I got a stick
to poke.
Well, it
I
has
got a stick with
phosphorescence
goo
on it.
Yeah.
So let's see. Is this foraging, or would this be facing danger?
Yeah, I mean,
Good question.
well, we could decide.
I guess gathering information.
We can gather information before we even move across it. I mean, I would
Yeah.
suggest that we do that. I mean,
Yeah.
give it a shot.
Yeah.
Dollywood, maybe you haven't had a chance to do any action here. Do you want to kind of take the lead?
Okay, so Dollywood feels a kinship to the glowworms, because obviously they are one of the children of the Lady of Radiance. And so she will recenter herself and start mumbling off a prayer, and put her hand down on the ground. And as she's mumbling, she hopes to see a sign from the lady that these are allies. I mean, she's never seen these before, so she's not quite sure, but she's looking for a sign to see if it's safe. So does anyone want to come up with a sign that we might
Well,
see?
you should roll and then let the outcome of the roll influence what the sign is. This is where I think you would use your prayer. You could tie it to your stat, whatever stat you chose, and do your prayer. I mean, because you essentially got yourself an advantage last night of a +2 to a stat.
Okay, so I rolled a 2d10, right?
Yeah, and I think this sounds like a heart to me. What you're doing, a heart check, your heart stat. So I might even suggest that you have given your god stat. I think your god stat is heart, isn't it?
Well, I have the most in wits.
I know, but your god stat and what your stat is best and could be different.
Okay. Sure, we'll go for heart.
I mean, it seems like passionate and enthusiastic. So
yes, very enthusiastic.
So I would say then that you would have that +2 to your heart roll for this. So you'd roll your d6 and then get a total of +4. And then compare that to the d10s that you roll.
Okay, so then I rolled a 4 and a 3 on the d10s.
Oh, you got it.
Nice.
You literally cannot fail.
Okay. I cannot fail right here in this game, though I fail every day in so many other ways.
That's why game is better.
Clearly, you need to be praying to the Lady of the Light.
In real life, yeah.
In real life.
Loudly and constantly. Yes.
Yeah, constantly.
All right, so Gretchen, here's what it says. It says on a strong hit, you discover something helpful and specific.
Ooh.
The path you must follow or action you must take to make progress is made clear. Envision what you learn, ask the oracle if unsure, and take +2 momentum.
All right, so how about as Dolly is listening to her god and to the glowies, she, whether or not anyone else can hear it, she hears a sound that it's kind of reminiscent of dolphins and whale song. And she knows that those who walk the path of righteousness will have no problems interacting with glowies. Glowies are not always welcoming to those outside of the realm. But as she is looking, she notices that there must have been some sort of old foundation of a city or some sort of, perhaps it used to be an old, we'll say, pipeline for oil that is a safe space to walk through for the unbelievers. So she's, I see as I listen to my lady, she tells me that there is a safe space for you unbelievers, and we must walk this way. But if you go off the path, you shall not find sanctuary with these beautiful creatures. But I shall remind you that if you join with the Lady of Radiance, you would have no fear to walk outside of this line.
I don't know what you're talking about, lady, but if you're going first, then I'm happy to follow whatever direction you think is best.
Are you on my good side or are you on my bad side today?
I'm on your right-hand side.
Your good side? He gives a big smile.
I'm on sides, but I'm walking behind all of you.
So Dollywood has no fear of the glowies, but she will walk the path to protect those with her, because she understands that their way will come later, even if they are not quite there yet. So she starts creeping down the old ruined path that would help buffer the glowies from from the others.
I follow Dollywood. Yes.
I
Spear
follow
ready,
the big
just in
one.
case.
So I would argue here that we should put progress towards getting to the vents to bring it up to 9.
Okay.
Even though we didn't undertake a journey specifically for this particular part, I feel like narratively it makes perfect sense. Gretchen essentially described something, and in combination with what Ben had set up.
Yeah,
I think
like it.
I think we should just make the progress, and that puts us at 9. So I'm kind of feeling like we ought to end the journey and be at the vent.
All
Is
right.
that the reach the destination move?
Yes, the progress
Yay!
move. So we're at a 9, but we still have to make a roll, and it is within the realm of possibility to miss this one.
You roll the challenge dice and compare your progress. Momentum is ignored. It doesn't say that you add anything, which is sad.
We have a 9, so we have a 9. So it's as long as we roll at least 1 8 or less. Who wants to make the roll? Actually, Gretchen should make the roll. She got us here.
Oh, dang it. Okay, so
You got
I
volunteers.
believe in you. Yeah.
I'm glad someone does. Okay,
Volunteer.
so I roll the 2d10s, correct?
Mhm. And you're just comparing it against the 9 is already your numbers that you're comparing it against.
A 5 and a 2.
Yay!
Oh, strong hit. Your journey comes to an end. Roll a challenge dice compared to on a strong hit. The situation at your destination favors you. Choose one. Make another move now, not a progress move, and add +1. Take +1 momentum. Do we all get this? Or does
Momentum?
only the person that reached the destination move get this? I think we all get this, right?
I would think we all get it.
It would make sense.
Gotta be. It's gotta be,
I
right?
would think so.
Yeah.
So does that mean, do we all choose whichever one we want? I think we could all choose whatever one we
Yeah,
want.
I would think that the person who makes the roll would get to choose. Well, no, I guess.
Because some people might want to make moves and take the bonus to gather information or secure an
I think
advantage or something
to
like
each
that.
their own. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
What's more fun?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's not clear.
Yeah, everything would make sense.
I will choose the momentum since I'm not really good at gathering information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with momentum too. Just to,
Yeah.
because much like how I don't spend XP, I just like to build my points up for other rando stuff.
I'm gonna try to gather information. So, where are we in? Are we in that tunnel that you found, or the pipe?
We're walking along it, like on top of it,
Oh, I see. Okay.
because
Very- yeah.
it serves as a barrier to keep the glowies from penetrating the earth.
Maybe
Okay.
it's because the plants can't get their roots deep enough to actually grow well on that line.
Ooh, now I like that. I like there being some sort of way that it's changing things on the outside, but it's protecting something potentially on the inside.
Mm.
I like it.
I mean, there's that possibility with that.
There's a lot of possibility with that.
Yes.
And we're still hearing this, are we still hearing
Grating.
the sound, right?
Yeah,
It's
the horrible
road
sound.
grader sound.
Ugh.
Unless you're Dollywood and hear the sweet sound of their song.
All right. I guess I'm gonna try to gather information as we're waltzing along. Oh, that's a bad thing.
Uh-oh.
I've just learned
match
something
bad.
terrible.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Uh-oh.
Investigation unearths a dire threat or reveals an unwelcome truth that undermines your quest.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Pay the price.
All right, what is the price here? Okay.
Fate move. Mm.
Yep, I'm looking. All right, I'm just gonna roll on the table because the roll on the table is more fun.
Music's getting tense at the right moment.
Yeah.
Oh, it is stressful. Okay.
So that means you take spirit damage, which is bad for you because ow.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. So I. How does this make sense?
Ground's rumbling. There's a sound in the distance.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess. I'm like, well, as I'm trying to look around, I step on a like a patch of like the phosphor, the glowy slime that's kind of brushed up against the pipe, and I slip off down into the kind of weird vegetation that's growing. And when I fall down in among it, and I'm in like these kind of weird like purple and blue and yellow and silver kind of flowers that have sprouted. And when I fall down among them, I can hear this whispering sound that seems like it's from the plants. And when I kind of glance up and look around them, I see like this little like pulsing light kind of running up and down them. That it's so faint I couldn't see it when I was back above. So I'm freaked out by this. I feel like whatever it is, it's very whatever it is malevolent and unfriendly, and I'm worried that if I don't get up, that maybe it's like something is going to happen to me. So I scramble up and get back up onto the pipe.
Nice.
I'm super stressed out right now.
And I take some stress. I'm just looking at everyone else like,
I personally take some stress just now.
something is not right with this stuff. It has some kind of I think it knows we're here.
You want me to whack it with my stick?
You're gonna whack the entire field?
I was thinking more just the patch you fell into.
Perhaps you would have not so much fear if you walked a vibrant path of righteousness.
So did you take stress damage? Then you did, right?
I took stress.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have like +2 spirit right now.
Oh my God. So you're looking like frayed at the edges.
I'm a little angry.
Mm.
I look to Karl, Dollywood, and then I kind of like look back and forth, and I look over to the Shiitake, who's obviously really struggling right now. And we're like standing basically like in front of the vents. I mean, it's right up in front of us. She does not look like she's going to hold it together.
You know, I whip it out and I pee on the patch of plants that Mushroom Fairy fell in.
I didn't realize
Hey. Okay, so explain forging a bond.
So that's like when you create a relationship, a stronger than normal relationship with a person or place, or even I guess it could be a thing. And
stand
that
together
bond,
to face hardships.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it can be like a community, or
So
maybe even like a forest. It could be a forest or a mountain.
We could all group hug.
Yeah, can you forge a bond just between two people?
Yeah, we have bonds. You and I are bonded.
Okay, but so you regain spirit by doing comfort things like make camp or forge a bond. So could Dollywood offer comfort by offering like a deeper bond?
So you are reading the rule correctly. But the intent of the rule is that you role play growing close to another player character or NPC, and then after you've kind of created a narrative bond with them, then you do the forge a bond move, and it sort of like fulfills the story. Or
you would start
time.
caretaking. Yeah, so you would start RPing the caretaking of Mushroom Fairy.
Okay.
And then
I
over
love
time,
that it's Mushroom Fairy.
well,
You.
it's one of the very few words that a man I can't pronounce shit cake. It always comes out shit cake.
Oh God.
Listen, you can just call me she, okay?
Okay, well then, since it needs steps to be done,
So you could, I would suggest roll, if you want to do that, just role play it. That'd
yeah,
be cool.
Dollywood will. How far down is Shiitake?
I thought it was
I climbed
already
back
back
up
up.
on the-
Yeah,
Climb back up.
yeah.
Dollywood extends a hand to Shiitake, and I understand your path has not yet merged with my own, but I see a light and a fire within you. And she extends her hand towards Shiitake in a very kind of friendship, we're in this together motion.
I think I can use all the help I can get right about now.
And I throw my arms around both of them and group hug.
Oh!
Roach quickly slides out of the way as Karl almost like knocks him over.
That is very uncomfortable for Dolly. But sometimes in the name of your God, you just grin and bear it.
Nobody likes the cherub's handshake.
As we travel this path together, we will find a future among us. Which is
All right.
super vague, but you know.
So that's less like a preacher of your type would do. Super vague, so it applies to everybody. So Roach actually, when you all are hugging, he kind of skirts and gets to the end of the pipe, and there's it kind of merges with this area that is too thickly covered with it's obvious that none of the worms have kind of gone through. It's kind of out of that clearing field area, so it's kind of like a safe spot. Maybe it's like I don't want to do stones because I want to do something a little bit different than that.
Worm
Maybe
dung.
it's like, yeah, maybe it's like a soft, like clay-like substance that might be worm dung or might be something rotting. Who knows?
Okay, so yeah, it's undefinable, we'll say, and you know, there's like some trees and like some overhang, but that's when it's like at that super psychedelic kind of vibrancy, and I want to kind of, I'm thinking here is we've just crossed this, and let's say like the sun has just gone down below the horizon, but rather than it being dark for us, it's a crazy casted light from all of these sort
All
of
the glowy.
Also, don't forget we're in Appalachia, so like the sun will go down behind the mountains, so it'll still be like light overhead,
Yeah.
like work where you are.
Yeah. Plus,
So
I got my stick.
Except it won't be because there's like all the glowy stuff around us.
But I'm gonna actually, because I also didn't take the momentum. I'm gonna try to gather information now. So I'm gonna go over and like start looking at the vent and looking at how all of these things are working together. And I only have a 1 wits, but I do have a +1 to the roll, so I'm +2. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
And that is a miss.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I
That's
get a mark. I get a mark.
Oh, you get a mark! Yay!
I get to
Oh, yeah,
learn
Ben
from
got a mark earlier.
Ben. You got a mark.
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh, dear. Rob got to pay the price.
I just want to look on the bright side before I get into the negative of it. Yes, I agree. It says make the most obvious negative outcome happen, or I'm going to roll on this thing. So I do feel like I'm like
Sorry,
I'm really close.
Sorry, my connection blinked out for a minute there.
So I'm going to say that I do want to roll in the chart, but I'm going to just kind of establish a little bit, and that's that Roach has kind of like walked off. So you all see him like he's up farther ahead, like you're just getting done with that hug, and he's moved like he sees something in the plants, and he's kind of like moved like it's maybe it's mesmerizing, maybe it's like pulling him in, and he's like none of us would be, well, maybe Karl would, but I don't think that Dollywood or Roach or Shiitake would ever have approached this monstrous looking plant that closely. So it's obviously something is weird right now. And maybe actually you can see Grimm's is like kind of like poked up out of his cloak. I'm just kind of like trying to nibble at him to break him free of some sort of trance. Okay, so I'm gonna roll to pay the price.
Were you supposed to be watching the kid, Karl?
Oops.
68.
Once we figure out what bad thing happened, I go bounding after him.
It's harmful.
Oh dear.
So I have to endure harm. So we take one, and I'm going to endure harm. But let's see.
I mean, he's going to fall down the vent, right?
Yeah.
It could happen. It could happen. All right, let's see here. Oh, I love this stuff. Endure harm. Okay. We're going to switch to the suspense song. Okay, so roll plus health or plus iron, whatever is higher. My health right now is 5, so I'm definitely going to roll that. Oh no, it's going to be 4 because I'm going to take the damage first.
Right.
All right, let me just roll though, and then I'll see how it feels. Oh my god, dude.
Oh.
Plus 5.
Did you do a bad?
All right, I got a weak hit. Hit. So you press on. So I lean kind of over, and I seem to kind of like, as you see me, like all of a sudden I kind of like lose my balance. I'm like waving my arms, like, because I'm like falling forward, and I just kind of like crash into this massive plant that's like grown up like around the edge of the vent. And I don't know, you can decide if it's because Roach is moving around wildly, or if the plant is moving. You can decide what your character thinks happens there. But like you can see he's just like struggling, like terrified. He actually yelps, like is like screaming like in terror, and then pushes himself, but he manages to like push himself off of like the top of the vent, and pushes himself back. But he has like a bunch of thorns, and you see his like hands are severely burned from touching the vent's lid top. And you can even, he puts his hands up, and there's like these, grate marks, like burned into his hands. And he just like he's like staggers back. You look, you see him glowing in the light of these crazy mushrooms.
I go bounding over, and as soon as he's clear of the vent, I'll start whacking the plant to make sure that it doesn't get anybody else.
I feel like that should be a face danger move.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Probably. Yeah.
That would be great.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, why not? Yes, but I'm going to argue that since I'm doing this from loyalty and or courage, that it would be a heart face danger.
I would even say, I don't know if you have anything that gives you a bonus when with a bond. You're doing this for our bond, which I think if you have anything that does that for you.
Nah, my loyalist only does when I'm aiding an ally. But still.
Still, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so 5 on the D6. All right, and heart gives me an 8. Good, so that is a weak hit. I got a weak hit for facing danger.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Let's see what that means. Weak hit.
You succeed, but face a troublesome cost.
Yes.
Ooh.
Let's see. I can be delayed, lose advantage, face a new danger, be tired or hurt, dispirited or afraid, suffer loss of resources. I think I'm going to face a new danger. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that'll be a -1 momentum before I forget that. Let's see. Inside, like in the lower like edges of the bush, there was a critter that was making that at least its temporary lair. And the critter doesn't. I probably accidentally whacked the critter. The critter is about the size of a raccoon, but it's naked, and it's got sort of round, concentric circle like a lamprey mouth.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's got 6 legs, but only 4 of it's like 2 of them are like vestigial legs. And so it like pounces on me, and I'm able to rip it off before it does me any damage because I went momentum instead of harm. But yeah, that's I don't like that. I'm gonna not be in that part of the area anymore.
Oh my god.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna rip it off maybe before it can get a good solid grip and launch it further away and hope that it doesn't come back. And then I go in the other direction. There was a thing. Yeah, there was a thing. You should stay away from the thing, Roach. There was a thing. Thing.
Roach kind of like Roach is like looking down at his hands, and he's kind of looking around. He looks really stressed out, because he probably just caught this, like his hands are burning, so he probably like just caught this glance of some creature just going like in the air, flying through the air and disappearing into the darkness. And now actually this stuff has risen. Well, I guess we're at that edge, so
yeah.
Now that we're at the field, so like he kind of just staggers back and is like sort of stuttering.
I scoop him up like in both arms and haul him, go running back towards Mushroom Fairy. Medic!
So before we go any further, do we want to take a quick break, maybe? Because if we're going to play a little late, is everybody okay with playing a little late?
How late do you want to go?
However much people feel like they want to play. I mean, we could just say 10 if you just want to do the normal time. That's fine with me too, but
I can do a little past 10.
Want to say 10:30 maybe?
Yeah, 10:30 is good.
All right,
you
well,
can
let's
have me till midnight at least. I don't care.
Well, I know you don't care. Well, let's take. Do you guys mind if we take a 5-minute break?
Let's
come
do
back
that.
9:30. Okay, cool.
Okay.
I have a thumb. Moves off.
We're late because we needed chocolate.
I needed applesauce. I have had
Applesauce is good.
Yes, especially when it's strawberry flavored.
Is it? Okay. Oh, fuck. I forgot my drink.
As much as I enjoy Zoom, I miss the kitties.
Yeah, I'd love for you to come over and play a
I
game.
want to pet the kitties.
You should
You could
come and
bring-
play. We could play a game in person sometime soon, or just get together if you want. I want to do a BG BBQ with over here soon.
Yeah, board games, yes. I
Not
have
a-
several new ones that I'd love to try out.
Yeah. But I mean, the same old crew. You could come up if you want, Ben. It's really fun, man. Let me tell you, our board game barbecues are awesome.
They are. Very
Just a
awesome.
short drive.
We'll get. I know.
And there's
we're-
kitties to pet.
We'll usually get like 3 big tables going of games, and like it's some of the stuff is really chunky. Amanda played in a game where we played Arkham Horror for 8.5 hours.
That sounds like a game of Arkham Horror.
We
I mean,
won. We won. We actually won the game. We were like, that was the first time I'd ever won.
Wow.
Mhm.
Oh, that was, and literally, we must have lost half a dozen times before, and it's always so long too. So like, you play for forever and you lose, but it's so fun.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Do you have any expansions or just the base game?
I would love the. I'm actually a little scared to get the expansions, to be honest with you.
I have. Which ones do I have? I have the Dunwich Horror one,
Oh, nice.
and then are you talking about the original, the first edition?
I think it's 2nd edition.
Okay, so I have the first edition one, so that might be a little different.
I recently got an old vintage board game based on Marion Zimmer Bradley's Darkover series.
I don't know what that is.
It's a science fiction series that started in the 50s.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's a lot of psionic abilities, and then they met back up with humans, and there's the culture clash, and it's a nifty series.
Well, I'm curious.
What's it called?
Darkover. It's the series name. Chronologically, the first book is Darkover Landfall. I think publication ordered the first one's Two to Conquer.
All right, cool. All right, well, let's get
I've
back
got
into
them
this
all
game.
I've got all of them on ebook and most of them on audio if you want them.
Oh, ebooks, I'll take them. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like kind of a weirdo. I mean, I don't know. I like to buy the books. If I like, I mean, at least if I like it, I buy the
Yeah,
book.
try before you buy type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what was happening? So we're basically we're all getting screwed. We're
Yeah.
like getting burned, and like we're just at the pipe.
Yeah, I scooped Roach up and ran him back towards Mushroom Fairy.
Right. So,
Waving at him, just waving this child at you.
how badly hurt is Roach?
I just took one. I mean, it's a troublesome thing, so I only took 1 damage, but his hands are all burned up and stuff.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna try to help him out.
And the way I look at it is, you have 5 hit points. That means every piece of damage is 20% of your health. If I took 20% of my own life health, where would I be?
Sad.
I'd want some doctor.
Yeah.
Emergency room.
I know, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we've got enough supply, so I'm going to take +2 on this. So I'm going to try. It's just his hands that are mostly burned, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right.
He
so
has
I'm
like
gonna,
some other like maybe some like thorns or scrapes like from.
all right, I'm going to try to pluck the thorns out, and then I'm going to instead of mashing up solve, I because these burns look a little bit different because it's not a chemical burn. It's a little bit different. So I reach into my pouch and pull out a little like a little leather bag, and it's got this kind of goop in it that like looks like kind of like a smeared jelly, and it's like, hold your hands out. I try to apply this. Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Right up there with the Kinder said oops.
Is this 3 consecutive misses that we're just about to have right now?
Wait, hold on. We might be okay.
No, Karl had a
I had a weak hit.
weak hit.
Yeah.
If you have to exceed, right? You can't equal.
You have to
Correct.
exceed.
Okay.
If you're asking that question, that's not a good situation.
No, it's okay. It's a weak hit. I rolled an 8 and a 9 on the challenge dice, but I had a +5 on the roll, so I got a 9 on the roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a weak
Wait,
hit.
if you got a 9 on the roll, oh yeah, right. So you beat it by 1, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So I got a weak hit. So I'm going to lose 1 supply because I actually have to use a lot of this stuff because he's really burned. And he regains 2 health.
Okay, so I'm full again. Not basically, I am.
Nice.
Because I have to take some of it and I've got to like apply it on his. I've got to get something else out and kind of like rub it on his arms where he has the thorn pricks.
Yeah, maybe like the thorn pricks were like swelling up a little bit or something like that.
Yeah.
Like there was something more to it. Like maybe I was
Maybe
having
a
an allergic
venom.
reaction, or
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, it seems like I'm like I kind of look at him when I pluck him out and like just kind of quickly throw him away. 'Cause it looks like there's almost like little like slivers of metal in them.
Ooh,
Ooh,
I kind of like that.
Yeah. that's creepy.
I don't know what's going on with what's growing around here, but it is not anything I've ever seen before.
It's got too many teeth.
It's whatever is coming out of the ground.
Dollywood
like-
is just amazed at this
What did-
fail fest that keeps happening.
What did you see over at the vent?
It had too many teeth and too many legs. Even if one set of legs weren't good.
Neither of you got to look into the vent itself.
It was biting at me.
Mm.
No, the vents, not the.
No, fins
the-
don't bite.
I did see one thing when I was getting burned. Looks like there's a ladder that leads down. And the metal around the ladder where the vent cover was bolted on was torn up, ripped apart, bent back, like something had broken through.
From the inside?
Something had come out.
Oh,
She thought he starts looking around cautiously.
I think it was bigger than that thing that Karl threw.
hmm.
A lot bigger.
If we're going to go down the hole, I don't want to do it at night. I want to do it during the daytime.
I don't understand what difference that makes.
Because nothing bad can ever happen during the daytime, except small bitey things.
But it will
And-
still be dark down there.
We're going down into a tunnel, so it's dark there during the day and in the night.
And look at that. Roach and I agree that is a rarity.
Besides, you want to try to sleep up here?
Oh,
You hear like a scurry in the underbrush, like in the distance. And it's just still the roar, right? I mean, there's still like this like
Greeting, yeah.
great road grit. I mean, what the hell is that? No, actually Roach says that. And what is that?
okay. We'll go down in the dark.
I mean, I would think it's one of the glowies. They're pretty big.
If
I think
only
we
you
should
had
go
the
down.
faith that I did, you would not fear as you do.
By all means, lead the way.
If I had the faith that you did, then there wouldn't be dark stuff.
There is always light with the lady. And Dolly will absolutely start climbing down that ladder then.
So she's going to lead us again. Interesting. You could get some converts, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I mean, if you manage to lead us through this safely, because you let us here, fine, across the thing, and then we just...
Don't say anything. You're jinxing it, Rob.
You're going to succeed. I'm so confident right now.
Fudge.
I believe in you, creepy fire lady.
All right, so let's see. Should I roll now to help?
No, you
decide
describe what you're doing and then let something bad or good happen to that. Narrative's always first.
Let's see. Dollywood looks down the heads over and looks down the shaft with the ladder and glances out over the field of glowies and finds comfort in the light that remains out there. Even though it is not fire, it is still a sign of the lady, and she, puts herself together and stretches her shoulders and just glances over at her comrades and then just starts heading down the ladder. And as she heads down the ladder, I don't know, can we just assume something that
can I help her? Can I help her secure an advantage?
Oh yeah, you can secure an advantage for her.
Okay. So I'm gonna before she goes down, I'm gonna grab her and say, wait. I reach into my pouch and I pull out a little like weird looking kind of mushroom, and I crush it, and when I crush it, it has like a phosphorescent light inside it. Like there's kind of like a juice inside that kind of glows, and it's like about as bright as like a cell phone screen or so. And so I hand it, or where's I guess I kind of like sort of like stick it into her collar, like rather than say, "Here, take this." So I guess I'm going to. What am I doing?
Secure an advantage.
Yeah. So.
And I think it depends on what you're using, but I think you could default to wits on that because that sounds like
expertise. Wits. Yeah.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's bad. It's bad.
You get to mark boxes for missing. Yay!
I'm just gonna mark the box right now. Basically, I rolled a 3 on the d6, and I rolled 9s on the d10s.
Oh, that's a critical fail.
Double oh boy.
That's a critical fail.
Yeah.
All right, what happens on a critical fail?
The world ends.
You have to make it. What does it say? Because it actually has a really nice description of it in the book that I really like. I forget.
Matches. The match represents the heightened negative outcome, a complication, or a new danger. If you're unsure what happens, ask the oracle.
Okay, I've got something else. So I'm just saying, like, the moment I kind of step back from this thing after I kind of put it on her collar and it like it shines out, all of a sudden the grating sound stops.
Oh god.
Oh god.
And eerie silence falls over everything. And then we hear this deep rumbling noise that sounds almost like a I mean, we wouldn't know what this sounds like. It's characters, but it sounds almost like a kind of like a freight train. And then we hear this these thundering footsteps coming towards us.
Maybe we should all go down the hole very
Yeah, I
quickly.
mean, I think Dollywood started going first, so she should probably face danger first. I mean, this is definitely a face danger move. Because now we have to go down quick.
Yeah. I'm going to go down last so I can protect the rest of the party from whatever the bad things are that are coming to us upstairs.
I mean,
the noises
Roach,
are coming from outside, right? Not from inside the tunnel.
Outside. Does something worse have to happen because it was a critical failure?
I mean, I think you basically have set the stage where if one of us fails right now on the face danger move, something real bad's going to happen.
Oh,
all right. All right, so we're all facing danger to try to get down the ladder?
Or whatever we want to do. We're just facing the danger.
Yeah. But does it seem like the noise is coming from outside or from in the tunnel? Or
there's literally a freight train right now
It's
in the
outside.
background
outside?
going,
Okay.
no, like literally at our house.
Nice.
It's making the
really
freight train
loud.
It's making freight train horn noises literally in real life right now. So it's the best.
Awesome. Awesome. Then yeah, I'm gonna be last to go down so that I can protect the group from whatever the freight train is.
Well, Dollywood's first, so I mean, she might something might
so I'm
happen with
last.
her, and then
Yeah. Go Dolly.
All right. So Dolly starts heading down. I would assume did the glow mushroom still work?
Oh, it's still glowing.
Okay. Yeah. So now that
Makes
she
you a
is
nice
marked,
target.
yeah, she just
Yeah, you might want to get rid of that.
she understands the urgency and starts heading down with the comfort of her.
Actually, I would probably have like grabbed it and tossed it or something as soon as recognizing it had done something bad.
Oh goodness! And as she's headed down, she can't help but notice that there is still this sort of eerie glow, maybe from the glowworms. They're like, I don't know, their feces or urine still leaks this phosphorescence, and it's been absorbed in the soil around it. So there is this kind of faint glow that is happening, but it also casts a lot of shadows. I would think, since this is coal country, that maybe this shaft goes down to a crossroads. It can go in either in multiple directions. And as she's standing there waiting for the others to come, she just kind of listens.
Did you succeed on your face danger?
I didn't actually roll, so I have a 4 and a 7, and then dupe and dupe, and I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5 on the die?
Yeah.
And then, so what are you doing with your stat that you're doing here? Do you have a 4 in heart forever? Or is it just for the next action?
I think it was just for the next action.
Okay. So so when you face danger, you kind of choose how you're facing it.
It would be heart, because I am having faith that I am safe.
So you're +2 then, so that gives you a 7 then. What did you roll on your challenge dice? 4 and a 7, right?
Yeah.
So it's a weak hit.
Okay.
So on a weak hit, you succeed but face a troublesome cost. Choose one. You are delayed, lose advantage, or face a new danger, suffer -1 momentum. You are tired or hurt, endure harm, 1 harm. But you have to roll endure harm. You are dispirited or afraid, endure stress. You sacrifice resources, suffer 1 supply. So you're either injured, stressed out, delayed, or you run, or has an impact on your supplies. Doesn't seem like it would be a supply thing.
No. Like you say, make it hurt, right?
Yeah, make it hurt. You
Yeah.
want to make it hurt. It's more fun when you challenge yourself in this game. This train, dude.
Can you hear it still?
Oh yeah.
I can't hear it.
Super loud.
It's crazy. That is insane. We should not be able to hear that from over here. Okay, so Dollywood is quite tall, and so this cavern is definitely not meant for someone of her stature. So when she gets down and hustles out of the way for her companions, she smashes her head into a newly forming stalactite, and blood starts running down by her eyes, and because forehead wounds bleed, but
You would know.
no, but I have smashed my head into a stalactite
No.
before. It was called
No.
Headache Rock. For a reason. And I'm so good at listening. They had said, don't hit your head on Headache Rock. And
No, I was just thinking of the time that we were at that club and you smacked your head on the bar.
oh God, we're not talking about that.
There was a lot of blood.
No, we're not talking about it. That was way early in my 20s. Those days are long gone. I'm now a 40-something-year-old mother.
None of this needs to be on video. It's before social media, thank God.
Exactly, Rob. Yeah, she's injured trying to make way for her companions, having now discovered that this old coal mining tunnel is now not exactly fit for her fit.
Oh, dear.
All right, so you have to endure harm. So roll plus health or plus iron. I think your health is 4, so it's going to be plus 4. D6 plus 4, and then compare that to 2d10.
All right, my 2d10 is a 9 and a 4. And then my 6, and you said it was a plus, my health's a plus 5?
Plus 4, because you
Plus
went
4?
down 1.
Oh,
Yeah,
went
you
down
just
one,
went
okay.
down 1, yeah.
So then, so it'd be 5 and then a 4, so 9. So I rolled a 9 and a 4, and then...
So weak hit. Okay, so you press on.
Okay.
But so you took that 1 damage and you press on.
Okay.
I guess I'll dive in next after Dollywood. I think Roach would look both ways, and no, he's not. He's a survivor, and that means jumping down into the hole as quickly as possible. So I'm going to say that is, what is that, a plus, that is, what is that stat? Edge. Yeah, edge. So I'm trying to get in there as quickly as I can. And that is not good. Please tell me that's a 1, not a 7. Thank God. Okay, so I got a weak hit. -1 momentum. Tired or hurt. Spirited or afraid. Endure stress. I think I'm going to be afraid. Dispirited or afraid. But it's not necessarily for the reason. So I start to descend, and I kind of pulling myself back, and I just look back and come to realize that if it weren't for Shiitake and probably Karl, I would never survive the circumstance that I'm in right now. And I just feel this sort of overwhelming wave of depression and anxiety and worry hit me, because I'm too small to survive on my own, as much as I want to be a hard ass about it. And so I go full emo as I start climbing down the ladder, and I'm going to I'm going to endure stress. So let's see here. Where is that? Suffer moves. Here we go. So plus spirit is going to be 4 now. All right, that's a strong hit. Embrace the darkness. Take +1 momentum. I'm definitely doing that. I'm embracing the dark. I shake it off, and I just look angry. Like, I think to myself, this is why I shouldn't feel. This is why I shouldn't care about other people.
Oh.
And I kind of like,
Such
just like
teenage
my
prompting.
eyes just like, glance, and I just kind of look at Karl and Shiitake angrily. And then I just, even though there's serious pain in my hands, I just grit my teeth and I climb down the ladder rung after rung, dropping down to the bleeding Dollywood.
Yep, I sort of shoo Mushroom Fairy down further.
Okay. Guess I'm going down next.
Maybe literally.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter what I was rolling to try to get down there because I failed.
Jeez.
Wait, I guess this is what is this? Edge?
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah, I failed. It's not a
XP
critical.
noises.
It's not a critical failure, at least. Okay. Progress is undermined by a dramatic and costly turn of events. Pay the price.
I love it so much.
All right, I guess I'll roll. I'll roll to see what happens.
I mean, we've also set the stage, though. I mean, I know you want to roll, but it also, like, you've created this, like, monster.
Oh, I have a thought for what. Should I just, like, have it?
Yeah, why don't you throw it out there? Because I kind of feel like you've already set the stage. I don't know if we need to roll randomly again, because I kind of feel like something's happening.
Yeah, so I'm, like, trying to, like, get down the ladder, and I kind of, like, stumble and, like, almost fall down the thing because I kind of slip, but I like catch and steady myself. I grab Karl's arm to keep from toppling over, and then just about the time I get my balance, we hear like an even louder blaring noise, and I turn and look, and kind of emerging into the clearing is this huge thing that's kind of like lumbering towards us, and it looks like a grizzly bear that's fused with some kind of excavator.
Oh,
God.
Oh, yes!
my.
Yes!
Sort of like
Awesome.
we're like lumbering towards us, part crawling, like it's got like a track still that's it's kind of dragging along behind it, and so like one of its arms is like the bear arm, and then the other arm has like an excavator claw coming out at the elbow.
I don't know if Lincoln would like this one.
And it's the inside of its mouth, instead of like teeth, it has like what looks like kind of like a rock grater kind of drill inside it, and it's just sort of lumbering at us.
Oh my god, we have to come up with an awesome name for this thing because it's awesome.
Does not look happy.
Do we want to make this an enemy, or I mean, I don't think we're probably gonna fight this thing, right? This is like
God, I hope not.
no. So we're trying to run away from it, but we should put a challenge level up on it because if things bad happen, then it could hurt us really bad. I mean, to me, what you've described is formidable at least.
I would say it's at least it's formidable. I would say.
Yeah.
So I don't know where
it's about the size of like a. It's probably about the size of like a tow truck.
Oh God.
Oh my god, dude.
Well then.
I propose that we run away faster.
Must go faster. Must go faster.
Yes. Change my mind. Want to go down.
Why is that defaulting to that?
All right, so I guess I'm still stuck up here, like flabbergasted. But Karl can still go, I guess.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I want to say like maybe like Dollywood and Roach are down there just while you're thinking for a second here, Karl. Like debris is like cracks are like going all across the cave, and like debris is like falling on our head, and we probably see you like up at the top because you're in a circle of light, kind of from our perspective.
Mhm.
You're probably like up there, and we might just see you going like, "What the fuck?"
Frozen.
Yeah, well, I'm going to sort of glance over my shoulder, see that Mushroom Fairy is not, in fact, going down the hole with any sort of speed or aplomb. And so I square up and I set my spear. And I'm certainly not attacking the thing, because that would be real damn stupid. But I'm going to hold the line and prevent if that thing is not getting Mushroom Fairy without going through me first.
Oh my god.
I'm not making any I'm not lunging at it or yelling at it or doing anything to attract its attention, but I am.
Well, you're facing danger first in a very literal way. But that's definitely an iron move, though. That's definitely.
Well, look, is the skirmisher talent?
Oh yeah, I got the skirmisher thing, so yeah, I got that going for me.
Dude, I swear, in combat, Karl is a beast, though.
Yeah, it's
Karl
about the one thing that he does well.
Karl messed up. What's her name?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oxtail.
Yeah.
Ran her through with a spear in one hit and like ended the fight.
Oops.
All right, good luck.
Yeah, alright, so, and you know what? I got my skirmisher thing happening, so I'm gonna face danger by holding a foe at bay. Yep, so I'm going to roll me some iron. Cool. And I got a 6 on the d6. Oh, that's good. I don't think that could really get much better. Okay.
Was it a critical hit?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
nice.
6s all the way. 6 on the D6 and 2 6s on the D10.
The 666. Wow, the the devil is on your shoulder right now.
Yeah.
You have been mark of the beast.
Who is this Lady of Radiance anyway?
Yeah. So I'm gonna yell at the thing. Get out of here! And poke it real hard.
In the soft spot.
Yeah.
Well, you gain +1 momentum, so I don't know, and you just could describe what happens.
Well, I mean, I don't really want to actually fight the thing, so I'm just gonna take up the full-on. I am big. I am fierce. I am stupid. Go away.
Those are good qualities to have in this situation.
Yeah, I am not worth your effort.
What if it I don't know, for some reason maybe you deflect it away or
That works. I like the
it doesn't, it's unsure. Maybe it like kind of goes away, but like it's clear, it's like moving away into the big field area that's like right adjacent, so we can kind of see it. But it's very clear that it's about to come back for another pass. Like,
I like that.
Like it's kind of like a wolf kind of like circling.
Yeah.
It's regrouping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, taking another look, reassessing the situation.
Like it's like, ooh, okay, now maybe this isn't as easy a prey as I thought it was, but I'm definitely bigger and stronger than it.
Yep.
And probably smarter.
Funny. So,
yeah. Let's hopefully have another chance of getting down the hole. And this thing is too big to fit down the hole, right? Surely
yeah,
this
right?
thing is too
The
big to fit
hole's
down
the
the
hole's
hole.
only like what, like
2 or 3 feet. I would
Yeah,
think.
A few
Yeah.
feet, like
Yeah,
you know, I was
even if
thinking a
it fit
big
down
sewer cap,
there.
not a sewer cap,
Okay.
but like a big vent.
yeah, like maybe 5
Yeah,
feet wide
okay.
at the most.
Yeah.
We're not getting a tow truck down it.
Yeah, it might be able to stick its arm down,
Well,
not the one that has the
yeah.
claw on it. The
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if we need to roll again to go down at this point because I kind of feel like you critically succeeded. I mean,
Yeah.
don't you think Shiitake can make it down now because the thing's far away? Maybe the rumblings.
Yeah, with a degree of leisure.
One should hope.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if we need to. I don't think we have to roll again. I mean, in
I
my
don't think
mind.
so. Nah.
All right,
Especially not the way
I'm
Ben
gonna
rolls.
I'm gonna scamper down the ladder, terrified.
And then once she's down, then I'll take one more look at that thing. Say, that's what I thought, and go down the hole.
Oh, you did not just sass the monster.
So, if I remember correctly, Dollywood described our underground cavern as being a crossroads. So it's not clear which direction we are supposed to go. And
Wait, what happened to your head?
It would appear that and moving quickly to save you all from whatever you saw up there, I miscalculated my stature, and well, I hit my head on a rock.
Oh,
You
come
forgot
here.
you forgot you were big, right? That happens to me all the time.
Perhaps I am not big so much as this cavern is too small for my. Yes, I hit my head on a rock.
Roach looks pissed off. Don't you ever shut the fuck up? We have to figure out which way we're going to go.
Don't you ever succeed?
I'm down here and I'm not the one whose head's bleeding.
No, but you're burned and you fell into me. Child,
I didn't fall in. I climbed
Child.
down.
Child. You should just join with the Lady of Radiance and maybe your luck will turn.
I pull out my knife, which is like this. It's like a piece of metal that's been like, I mean, it's basically like a high-end shank. I mean, it's like a piece of metal that's got like, maybe you found some duct tape at some point and like made a handle out of it. And it's just like this jagged piece of metal that's got like, you know, rust and some brown, you know, dried brown stuff on it, like probably blood. And he kind of pulls it out and he says, don't you hear that? Something is coming at us right now. We need to figure out which way we're supposed to go. And I look at the 4 directions that we could possibly go.
Hold on, I need to patch her up first. Come here, let me see that cut. So I'm gonna reach into my pouch and pull out some like bluish moss, kind of like rub it together real close, and then it's like hold still. I spit on it and then try to apply it to Dollywood's wound.
I'm looking like anxiously up at the opening above. What was up there, Karl?
Shovel monster.
Oh no.
Yeah. Really big shovel monster
Did we just fail?
with teeth.
Just fail on a heel.
So
Did we crit fail?
no, I didn't crit fail, but I definitely failed.
4 XP.
I have now filled up an entire box with.
Wow.
4 in one night. 4
That was
misses.
the 4th tick mark in the box.
Wow.
All right, let's.
I was told the failure track is your friend. That's what it
Yeah.
said.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I mean, it says pay the price, and I know you're doing a heal, but I think that there's one really obvious outcome here, and that's that we get trapped down here. Right? I mean, like, the thing is coming back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
I mean, we don't have to do that, but I think it's like the thing comes back and just plows over the end, like.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I like it.
Uses
Yeah.
its claw to knock over
Yeah,
the
so it just
opening.
smashes
Yeah.
the lid and like that tunnel above us just like starts to cave in.
Yeah.
I think we need to make a decision too. I think we need to
As to
like.
which way.
Yeah, maybe we should roll the undertake a journey.
Yeah.
And maybe we can even say the journey is to the source of the problem of the vents.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah.
And you know what? Yeah, does that feel right though? The source of the problem? Does that feel like that'll work, you guys? Am I thinking of this right?
I would maybe
As a
instead of the
progress
source of
check?
the problem, it would be getting out. I mean, the source of the problem is already kind of covered in the first.
Yeah, that's
our
what I'm
iron
wondering here.
Yeah, so maybe a secondary thing of, not being trapped down here for the rest of our natural short lives, possibly.
How about we say finding a way through? And we don't know what that is through. If it's an exit, if it ends up being to something about the vents, if it's to an underground lake, it could be anything. We just say
finding a way like to something or somewhere.
That seems suitably
how
vague.
about we just say finding a way?
Okay, I like
Sure.
that.
Finding
Alright.
a way. Whatever
Awesome.
that means.
Awesome.
And what do we want to put the challenge level at that?
I'd say at least formidable.
Oh, I would think dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah, formidable will take us ages to find a way.
Yeah, dangerous then. Yeah, sure. Yeah, dangerous.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say dangerous then. Oh, Lord. For some reason, this is putting X marks through. If I don't... Oh, Lord. Oh, God fucking damn it. I know. Yeah, and when the kid's not here, what are you going to do? I can't get it to not cross through.
So I know I failed to heal Dollywood, but I'd like to think she at least stopped bleeding.
Oh, forget it. I can't get it to work right now. All right, so so we need to undertake a journey. I mean, I think like the roof is collapsing, so we have to undertake a journey, and we just have to quickly look around and see like what's the direction to go.
Always go right.
Shiitake's or Dollywood have been leading us pretty well so far. And in fact, Dollywood has kind of been leading us.
Yeah, Shiitake's a little shaken right now, so I think
True.
Dollywood.
On the other,
Dollywood's the only one who's doing
hand.
well. Dollywood and Karl are both doing okay.
yeah. By the
Dollywood
same
put-
token, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I mean, by the same token, yeah, Mushroom Fairy's kind of a little broken at the moment, but on the other hand, she's the one that's comfortable in underground environments.
he does live underground. Yeah, that's
That's a
true.
good point.
That's true. I thought, I just thought that as you were starting to say it. It's like, oh yeah.
But then again, Dollywood has been, successful.
So maybe if I give her some suggestions.
There we go.
You
That
could
works.
create secure an advantage for her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
I'll
works.
kind
Makes
of,
sense.
And this can also work towards establishing y'all's bond.
like, well, typically in a cave, in an unfamiliar underground area, you should go.
You keep one hand on the wall.
Something that she would say that I don't know anything about. Wow. It's okay. It's okay.
You're not allowed to fail anymore.
Did you
It's okay.
fail again?
We made it by one.
A weak hit?
Oh no! Actually, it's a strong hit.
Oh, good.
Amazing. because I roll a 1 and a 3 on the D10s, and I roll a 1 on the D6, but I get a +3.
Okay, awesome.
So amazingly,
We're gonna make it to a waypoint then. We're gonna actually head down the right. Oh no, you're not doing the journey. You're securing.
So
which is
I
really
was
good.
securing an advantage. So,
I think when you secure an advantage for another, this way we play it is you can give the
Yeah.
other person a +1.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
you can give them
So
+2.
I'm gonna give Dollywood a +1 then.
All right. So, Dollywood starts crouching, but kind of walking the area in the middle of the crossroads. And
As debris is literally falling down around us.
yeah.
That's such a crazy person thing to do.
And she holds out her hand, and there's a little flame that pops up from this little device that she carries with her, and she looks to see if there's wind and air blowing from any particular direction to follow
Clever.
that towards fresh air. Okay, so let's see.
Very clever.
Let's see. That would be wits.
hmm
So, why is my dice rolling? Okay, there we go. Hold on, it's loading. What are you doing? Okay, so roll. Why? Why is nothing showing up? What did my dice roller do? Rob broke it.
I didn't touch it.
Seriously, what's going on with my dice roller?
When in doubt, always blame Rob.
If that's
Oh.
what I do.
It's fair.
Yeah.
I have to go to a different dice roller because that's not working. Okay. Okay, this one is popping up now. All right. So 10, so that's 8 and 7. So my wits is a 3. Ooh, and I rolled a 3, and I get a +1.
Yeah.
Oh, you just
On Rob's face.
you just missed.
Damn it.
You just failed.
Is there any
We're gonna
way-
get to end on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
All right, so on a miss, you are waylaid by a perilous event. Pay the price.
Oh dear.
Well, that would be a cave-in, right?
It might be interesting to have a cave in, but maybe that everything collapses, and we go down to some other level
Oh, so
of
we're even further
something
down.
different. Yeah, like so we're pushed down. We like kind of ride the break down.
I like that.
And what's underneath
like it.
there? If we want to do that, we could. If we're interested in do that, I would almost suggest we go to the Oracle and let whatever's under there be a random roll, because I think that it could be virtually anything underneath there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's good. We haven't consulted the Oracle on this session yet.
So, now let's not do an action and a theme. Location descriptor, or we could just do location. Let's try location, and
Well, I guess we did do the Oracle earlier because we had the location.
yeah, let's do location and location descriptor. Maybe we can put those two things together and come up with something else. So let's do 2 D100s, and we can nick something if we don't like it. I'll roll 1 here since I got my dice.
Ooh, 93.
I got an 07. So 93.
Oh, we totaled to 100. That's ominous.
Yeah.
So 93. Dense outpost.
We've discovered cave people.
We could also go path, or we could also go path or wall instead of outpost, or we could
what's
go
39?
All through the path.
Yeah.
39 is big or steading. Let's see here. 93. Settled, civilized. Settled or civilized is under there. Fuck it. Let's roll again. We don't like our choices. Let's roll again. Let's do something else.
Don't believe in the oracle anyway.
Nah.
We could do action and theme and see what happens. You got a 9.
Yeah.
That's defeat. And mine is a 3. And price.
Price of defeat.
Price of defeat. Well, maybe.
Wait. So that's like the theme for what it is?
Yeah, the theme and the action, the price of defeat.
Maybe it's like the remnants of there was some kind of battle that took place underground.
Yeah.
And this is like the wreckage of it.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's good. What if it was like a dumb or something? Like the leftovers of like a dumb.
What's a dumb?
A deep underground military base.
I was kind of thinking that too, that this might be kind of cool to like step it back into the pre or the cataclysmic.
Yeah. So we've fallen down into like a bunker or like an old like bunker, but something terrible has happened.
A ruined thing,
And
maybe there were survivors, but then like it all broke up or something.
Yeah. There's like dead like soldiers who are scattered around that look like they were in some kind of a conflict, and they're all
like a running firefight. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But let's say
it's like in Morio, and when they go into the throne room, and there's all like the dwarves in there, or the dead dwarves.
But what about like? I like that, but I also wonder. I want to say that like some of the skin and flesh, it's not like they're skeletons.
Maybe
like
they're
I want to say like
mummified?
they're like not almost like and maybe there's like even like things growing off of like the exposed flesh. Like maybe there's something that's like kind of growing. I like and maybe there's even like kind of puddles around them.
Yeah.
That like
At least
sort
some
of
them should be growing orchids, like odd,
Or
inexplicable,
some kind of like
beautiful
maybe like a
orchids.
crystalline growth or something on them.
Yeah. Some of each, yeah. Why not?
Yeah, how about there's crystalline forms, and in the centers of them are these like orchids are like growing out of the middle of these like crystals that are like growing on some of like, or especially like around where the wounds were.
Yeah.
Like where the wounds were like from the battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also kind of want to throw this in there because there is going to be high technology, like weapons and stuff like that. I kind of imagine maybe some of that stuff has like been eaten away. So like there's like, it's all like weird twisted metal shapes that are sort of like somewhat unidentifiable. Like, and it doesn't look like anything is actively eating them away, but it like kind of just looking at the pieces, like everything looks strange. Like, obviously it was a functional thing, but
I like that.
It's kind of like it started to like disintegrate almost.
Yeah, that's good.
And we all come to a rest, basically.
Yes.
With that, and I imagine that it's like impossibly high.
Yeah.
Above us.
Yeah.
Maybe we can even see like where the pipe would continue, or like the tunnel would continue, but it's like way up there, like just at the very edge of our light.
Yeah. I like it.
Do we want to leave it here? I mean, we just landed in this really cool place. I think this is a really good spot.
That is a good cliffhanger.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, and it's super fun. And in fact, if I get around to it this week, or all of us, we could look at the delve book and see if we wanted to make this a delve.
Okay.
which is an underground.
Okay.
It's a way to deal with like a dungeon environment, but like in an Ironsworn sort of way.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And I think we could try to do that. And so Ben, you said in 2 weeks you're not available to do it on Thursday. Do you guys want to maybe do Tuesday instead that week?
I can do Tuesday if that makes people happy.
Or skip a week, like, or go 3 weeks?
I can do anything that's not a Wednesday.
Let me look. When was that? The 28th? Oh, well, I don't know how long that thing goes.
Yeah, the 28th was when the next session would be. But
Let
that's when you
me-
have your thing, right?
Yeah, let me check. I don't know how late it goes.
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, we could, if we can move it to Tuesday, we don't even have to worry about it.
Oh,
But
yeah,
it's up to you.
it goes till like 9. So
And also, like, you wouldn't want to do that and then like play a game. It'd probably be
yeah, it'll take me a while to like break everything down and like
yeah.
Like-
But what about the Tuesday, the 26th? I mean, we don't have to make a decision right now, but
Yeah, I think Tuesday probably works.
yeah. Then let's do Tuesday the 26th, and we'll do an 8 o'clock start again. And we'll try to do. I've read Delve once before, but the rules are complicated, and so I'll have to reread it. But if we can figure out a Delve, then that would be cool, and we'll do that. We'll start there next time. Oh, this is so exciting! That was really fun, guys.
That was good. Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, this is good.
I think it's a lot of really cool stuff. I think we've gone in such interesting ways. So.
Oh yeah.
All right. So then, Tuesday, April 26th will be the next time, 8 o'clock. But of course, we'll chat in between.
Right.
And thanks, guys. We'll see you.
Yeah,
see you
thanks everybody.
talk
It's
to you
always
before
good
then, of
seeing you
course.
too.
All right,
Yep.
cool.
Okay.
All right. Take care. Good night, y'all.
Yeah, take
Bye.
care.
Night.